Moving on, we have a couple of more interesting presentations. The next one would be Creating Cool Green Cities by Ms. Neetu Jain. This is Panache Green Tech Solutions Private Limited.
Presenting myself. So, Panache exactly is moving towards with the vision to create cool green cities. And the sentence itself says that what exactly we intend to do, how exactly we intend that we can green and cool our cities. With this vision ahead, our value proposition is that we wish to make every built structure cool, heat-proof, and watertight. Increasing heat and increasing temperature is the present global challenge. We wish to touch every life with reliable, trusted, and innovative products and solutions for livable urban environments. In this journey of ours, we have been covered in different medias, and we have been awarded by different organizations, and this this exactly I should say this privilege has been given to me to be an educator of CRRC, that is Cool Roof Rating Council. So this organization is a US organization, and this is exactly promoting how we can mitigate the urban heat island impact that is prevailing these days. And we are also founding members of CRRC Wall Rating Program. So I'm privileged to be IGBC chairperson for Baroda chapter, and also management committee of member of Federation of Gujarat Industries. This is another feather in the cap. Recently, we have been very instrumental in releasing the policy of Cool Roof Policy of Telangana and sharing the dice with the ministers and the dignitaries. And we have been participating in many of the research projects of US Department Energy, and we have been awarded Power of Idea Awards in 2010. These are other organizations, Warehousing Association of India, and Griha and EPD, wherein like we are also associated. So taking towards like why exactly we are with the vision of creating cool green cities. So we see that global challenges are increased thermal discomfort, electricity bills, increased CO2 emissions. We all know that increased temperature is causing thermal discomfort, health issues, and death rates are increasing. The built structure, urbanization is taking place, and with this urbanization, built structures are being vast. We are all into construction industry, and we know that how infrastructure is developing. So every infrastructure is made of either concrete or a metal, and hard surfaces are made. These surfaces get heated up to 70 degrees centigrade in this scenario of increased temperature up till 50 degree also. And thus the temperature of the city is also increasing. So with Panache exactly we aim to provide solutions wherein we can like give thermal comfort without AC, substantial energy saving, sustainable goals achievement, and urban cooling cities. And we exactly wish to be trusted partners for cooler, greener, healthier, and profitable future of building cities and occupants. With this exactly we have three areas wherein we are working. One is the solar reflection. One is the solar reflective coatings. Second is the thermal insulation, and third is the waterproofing solution. So by these solutions, we are trying to give a complete heat-proof and waterproof buildings. So as I said that due to industrialization, concrete jungles are made, and the surface is heated up to 60 to 80 degrees centigrade. So we have like cool surfaces wherein these are innovative to mitigate the UHI impacts. To understand this exactly, this is the solar power distribution, the radiation that is coming from sun. And under sun, we have observed that everything gets heated up. That is because of these dark green area of the solar distribution, that is of IR radiation. And any surface, these radiations comes to any surface, strikes any surface and converted into heat energy. And this exactly causes any object under sun to get heated up. So our surface exactly, our coatings exactly reflect these IR radiation, and thus reduces the surface temperature by almost 20 degrees centigrade and the indoor temperature by 4 to 8 degrees centigrade. This helps any constructed buildings to reduce the rate of expansion contraction, and thus water crack development rate is also reduced because the temperature variation is reduced. So if we see about the normal paint and a cooling surface, so normal paint will show reflectivity only in the visible spectrum, but the cooling paint will show reflectivity into the IR spectrum also. So the benefits what cool surfaces give is it reduces the AC requirement, electricity cost, insulation requirement, increases thermal occupant comfort, increases labor productivity, increases solar panel efficiency, reduces, the research study says that mass application of these coating can reduce the city temperature by 2 to 3 degrees centigrade. And that is why Telangana has released this policy, and we are going to demonstrate how exactly city temperature can be reduced. It reduces the CO2 emissions. Research study says that 1,000 square feet of area, if applied by these coating, can mitigate, can offset 10 metric tons of CO2 emissions. So if we talk about area where these coatings can be applied, it can be applied on roofs, any type of roof, metal roof, concrete roof, flat roof, slant roof. So there are 2-3 variants. One is the coating and another is the tile that is available with name of cool tops. Then the case studies, like this is the case study of Vimal Agro that is making pickles, and we have observed of temperature difference 8 degrees centigrade. They started with only 10,000 square feet and they have covered now 3.8 lakh square feet of area. And they had benefited by process improvement also in their like cooling of the pickles. This is the like case study of IGBC headquarters in Hyderabad, where they have used bifacial solar cells, and almost 15% of solar panel efficiency have been observed. So this is the plant of Asian Paints, wherein like we have applied in 2 of their plants these high SRI coatings. These coatings are also called as high SRI coatings, high albedo coatings. This is the smart project of Warangal Smart City, and in this almost 2 lakh square feet of area has been covered of the concrete roofs, and this was approximately 30 schools have been covered by this technology. This technology can be applied on any type of roof, profilux roof, flat roof, slant roof, and it works wonders when applied in combination with eco ventilators and with the bigger fans, the HVLS fans, so it works very nicely. This is on the concrete roof. These are the tiles, reflective tiles. These are available in different designs also. These are like the wall paints, and the challenge only is that for the exterior walls we can go with the pastel colors. And this is the Delhi site only, like SNU, SNU University campus. This is like we also provide waterproofing and thermal insulation. I don't know if video will start. So this is a testimonial that the video is not starting. But along with the solar reflective coating, this is the thermal insulation. So presently, when you all are into construction, you must have seen that conventionally either PU foam is used or either XPS board is used. When XPS board is used, so normally like XPS board and PU foam, both of them are different from the concrete structures. So what happens is the thermal expansion coefficient of PU foam or XPS board is different with the concrete structure that we are using. So what happens is with the different thermal expansion coefficient, structural movement happens, and crack development is one of the challenges when we are using above deck thermal insulation with the PU foam or XPS board. So we have this concrete based structures. These are ready mix concrete that comes into bag. that comes into bag, and like it can be directly laid out on the screed on the RCC slab, and it gives very good thermal insulation with the desired R value. So it gives a very good system wherein it is very much compatible with the Indian construction type. And similarly, we have wall plaster also. So this is again concrete based, and it is aerated sands are used, hollow sands are used, and every mineral that is used is of concrete family. So it gives very good thermal insulation also. It prevents the crack development also. Along with this, like we have other product of waterproofing. So waterproofing and water repellents on different type of substrate, and this way exactly we are able to give complete solar reflective coatings, thermal insulation, and waterproofing. And these are our different clients. These are different clients that we have served till now. And our objective is exactly how we can like give to mass application building structures, metal structures, and like reduce their surface temperature, so that, because normally when we talk about energy efficiency, we are talking about thermal insulation, or either we are talking about energy efficient equipments, and then we are talking about the solar generation. But we are not targeting on the root cause of heat generation. So buildings are getting heated up, so we have to reduce the temperature of the build structure itself, so that we don't require much of the other active systems wherein carbon emissions can be increased. So this is the passive cooling technology. Yes, sir. Yeah. So we are Green Pro certified and Griha certified. Yeah. So thank you so much.
There are two trophies which we missed in the last session under the category of Partners in Progress, and the representative from the organizations are now present. So I would request Chairman CIDC, Chairman Jury Vishwakarma Award, and Shri S.K. Chaudhary, former CMD IRCON, to join us again on the stage. The trophy for Partners in Progress going to IRFC. Can I request the representative from IRFC to come on the stage and collect it from that side, please? Can I also request Chairman CIDC to join us for this particular? All right. Congratulations. Mr. Kapoor, CMD, Crichton India Bilmar Private Limited. आइए सर आइए. This is the last one now. KM Singh साहब आ जाइए. This is the last one. May I now request member of the jury, श्री चंदन घोष जी, दो शब्द अगर आप कहें हमारे इस अवार्ड फॉर्मेट के बारे में और अवार्ड के बारे में.
morning se, and before that, whatever exercise that we have done along with all honorable jury members, I had the privilege to visit some of the sites. And in fact, wherever I have visited, I made it a point to the jury that they have to accede to what I say. So I think chairman jury means I'm saying something that how much emphatic I have been that the sites that I have visited and how I have made it that no, they should be given. तो थोड़ा मैंने जोर दिखाया आपको. So, but it is a really wonderful journey and experience. And in doing that, this is the first time that I got privilege through CIDC and all the seniors that who have been working just to take me to the site and find out things that which are not conventional. Find out the things that where they can go beyond or look forward for not only simply manufacturing or just delivering the product, but going beyond that down the line and up the line 10 years, 20 years from now, जब 25 साल का सपना अमृत काल जब चल रहा है, तो हमें भी in all the construction industry especially, or the organizations that who have been called over here and the way that CIDC have been evolving for the last 28 years. 28, I think more than that. So that way, 96 onward to this date, what we can see that there are a lot of things are happening in the construction industry. So of course, I'm in the middle age at this stage, but the kind of test that we have done, or the kind of changes that being brought in the curricula these days, and we used to do at least 40 to 50% testing, though we have never got attracted to carpentry or other things that concrete testing and other things. But I remember in my college days in BE college that I used to do all the tests and make the notes, and then copying, of course, that is always free. Copyright is always free. So, but the little bit of attention that which even in my life I did in my college days, that gave me a lot of insight I could see, and those who have been fortunate over here to receive the prize, and I think they may recall or remember me that how incisively we wanted to make their current state of progress to better and better, making just not only or serving the locality, because the kind of infrastructure that being grown, the kind of communications that we have been creating, and we have seen in one of the presentations that where maximum investments are there, but with the note of caution is that out of 10, 7 are from outside the country. So, because they have got the money power, they are doing it. But we have to have the willpower. And in that willpower, what we have to see that not that only we have so many CEOs that globally, now we have to make a lot of founders and investors, and also going beyond that, what that industry, whatever product or produce that we are making, whether it is a factory produce or it is a produce from the academic institution, that they come out through certain process and then we find that they are not fit for the industry. That is what we say. But the kind of dynamism has come in this age of internet, and the kind of YouTube or the kind of talk, the kind of meetings that we are doing, I think even before COVID, we have never thought of that we will achieve to this kind of milestone. Whenever we wanted to have a meeting, we bring cards, but we do whatever cards that we exchange. But the kind of interaction that we are having over Google Meet or even Zoom meeting and other things, so the kind of synergy that we are seeing over here, and the kind of progress are being made, and the milestone being set, And we have seen one of the company presentations over here. This is the first time it is surprising that how they are breaking the milestone by completing it more than a year or earlier and given them some kind of appreciation. So, but on the other hand, when infrastructures are facing tremendous trouble due to the external threats like earthquake that happen in Taiwan, or even the fire, or the landslides that are happening, you see, whatever infrastructure that we are making, following rules and procedure and whatever guidelines are given, whatever standards are there, even now National Building Code is getting revised now by 2025, that another set of changes will be bringing, but still there are a lot of gaps we can see. But having myself involved with CIDC for last almost 7-8 years, what I'm seeing that I'm fortunate enough to get along with there and going to place and also seeing the kind of training, basic training that they are giving, and also catching up with the academia produce that coming up. Sorry, I'm using a little distorted word, don't take it that way, but now bringing them into the platform where, lateral learning becomes order of the day. Order of the day, whatever is happening in the globe, now we can get them into our, information superhighway so easily we can share. Now, sharing this information has become really practicable in a sense that constructions that we do and the kind of documentations that we have found, and the documentations that being maintained by each of the construction company, while visiting the office, first preliminary presentation through online, then going to office, checking that documents, and then going to the site, and then checking each and everything that, yes, whether they are matching or not. That is, in short, I would say, it is a really encouraging aspect that I have seen in the construction industry. Otherwise, just things will fail, because by failure we learn. But especially we have faced a lot of challenge, especially even defining health and then HSE, health, sustainability, safety and environment. There are so many. This is something like the upsurge of application. Itna sare applications, it was really very difficult for us. Jain Sahab is here, hamare jo member, all. We have seen that so many got interested and so many gigantic projects that they have been displaying, not only in the engineering skill, but to relate them with the contemporary current surge in the sustainability and health. And then checking that even in one of the site, I want to say, Majumdar Sahab was there. When we have gone to the site, and then he felt himself sick. And I would say it is sick before entering the tunnel. He says that you are the doctor. Oh, please, can you check my pulse and other things? Although it came timely in a sense that just to check that how the young medical doctor is good enough, as well as how much concentration that he provides, and then what is his apt and what kind of attitude that he was showing. So while checking health, safety and environment, I think in some of these things we have to forget that we have basic knowledge of engineering only. But that engineering, when it is applied to health, safety and environment, then we become really happy to see that such things are really being inculcated in our construction industry. So I would say that we have long way to go, because our infrastructures investment, in every budget that which we are increasing, and that infrastructure when now being subjected to a lot of threats that happening, and how much codal provisions that we follow, and what kind of testing that we are doing, and how those testing, evaluation, codal standards, performance part is really in case of threats like fire or cyclonic wind, or even earthquake or landslides, or even changes in the weather. There probably we need a very, very sophisticated, very, very updated, I would say it is not engineering only, a sense of knowledge and know-how and wisdom that we have to grow. Like while checking a health, safety, environment, I have to forget my civil engineering, isn't it? So in order to see the performance, especially in case of such kind of external threats, which some of them are anticipated, some of them are not anticipated, in that case, how it is performing and how we ensure the safety of the people, properties, and as well as the economy. That is the test that giving us lots of challenges that we have to bring in. In that case, while civil engineers are only interested in structure and analysis of the structure using some of the sophisticated software that available, while mechanical engineering, they are doing mechanical process, or even in aeronautics, they are looking at the things, the kind of development and the kind of approaches that changed and the way that revolutionary things are happening. So now we have to see in this climate change and threat that we are facing, and which is obvious also, and the kind of international attention, global attentions, even beyond the globe attentions that are being drawn upon. In that case, we just cannot satisfy ourselves getting some kind of degree until and unless it is being mixed with synergy with other wisdoms and knowledge and know-how that which are being nurtured in this world. So in that case, let us say that let us see that the kind of like this hall over here, about 150 of us sitting over here. Here everything is specified. Even my things is also regulated. What is the sound or modulation is going on? What is the temperature is there? It is also 24 degree, 23 degree. Or what kind of brightness is there is also being modulated. But all together, the ambience that created over here and the way that we are enjoying over here, but the kind of things that we are throwing out outside this room. In fact, outside this room means in order to keep this 23, 24 degree here, are we doing any conditioning in the name of air conditioning? Actually, we are not doing. So in that case, the presentation just now that Madam Neetu Jain has given, presentation on the cool, she is going to be cool lady of the country very soon, probably. So this is something that we have learned. But only thing is that the real conditioning that we have to do, that it has to be friendly enough, it has to be environmentally sensitive enough, and so we have to go into not only the structure which cannot smell or anything, but we have to bring certain kind of, simulation, which I'm a little bit getting attracted to that. Whether it is structure, whether it is chemical process, whether it is industry process, whether it is inside air handling or outside with weather, without weather, or whether it is too hot, too long, then what kind of simulations that we do and what kind of, mitigation measures, or even what kind of, even 3 years back we used to go with the mask, that the virus that they move from here to there, that how to track them and how to concentrate them and how to condition them. So just only it is a I would say a time has come now, not only that we have to learn the basics of our own subject, but also we have to have shareholding, not nifty or anything, but shareholding among the experts from various construction industry that they are doing, manufacturing, and at the same time, the testing part, especially, we do the test, only cube test or all the kinds of basic test, but together when an event happen, whether it is fire or anything, and then how all other types of material behaving. Like the other day I was in Hyderabad airport, so while waiting for the flight, almost for 50 minutes, and while the steps are there, which I saw, and I have taken the photograph, and you can see my Facebook, that when a railway bridge for more than 150 years, railway overbridges, with such kind of small elements, angles or bars and other things, for 100+ years, they can carry the people with the mass load of people on a railway platform from one place to another place. What is the choice of our engineers providing this much thick girder to carry few people only from one level to another level in an airport? I mean to say, it is not engineering. It is too much of luxury, and it is just not really appreciable. So wherever I visit and see, I take these photographs and make see that where engineering is going or where our mindset is going. It is not how much heavy we are making, how much balanced and equivalent load sharing that it can take place in case of wind or in case of earthquake. So that aspect we have to look at. Otherwise, even I see that just in the name of luxury, even if it is maybe this much, 2 feet or 2 steps, in a airport, I saw that in one of the airport, they are providing, what is that, escalator, and which is not required. So it is again this kind of display of luxury, or for the people that in a airport or in such situation, where 20+ shops are there, where hardly for that 50 minutes I see hardly any people eating anything. So this is again somehow socially it makes an appeal to us in what kind of economic direction that we are putting our footprint. Is it that luxury that we are able to afford to just because that some income is there or some income is getting transformed into some other direction? So we have to check that aspect of human outlook, that to use our system and to use our values and money to be subservient to the requirement and exact need. So, sorry, I maybe exaggerated many things out of the mind, out of anything, but only thing is that it is really a wonderful stage that CIDC has created, and especially visiting the places, having friendship, knowing the process, how they have started, and over the teacup, we come to know that how each and every company, what is the growth history. And if we, in fact, someday maybe we'll see that whatever company we can see next time, we are going to make a total database of all the companies who are applying over here, starting from the current one and to all that database, because database is required always to check that how we are able to have more systematic evaluation of the continued and progressive performance of each and every company. And also, I feel that CIDC kind of organization has created this kind of impression among the doyens of industry, construction industry, for the last so many years. So I wish that legacy to be that legacy should continue and make all of your presence over here, not only for today, tomorrow, but also in near future, the kind of program that our Dr. Sarup has mentioned about that. So let us take that. We often say that dream project. It is no, he doesn't talk about the dream. Dream is that what is being said and what is being promised, it is to be followed on. So many programs are lined up, and I think we shall continue to make that dream into reality, and without any time gap, or without shelving that, okay, after 1 month. No, it is to be started from without losing any time, and now onward. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for those inputs which you have shared just now. We move ahead with the corporate video by NCCL. Can we have the corporate video of NCCL?
Vision, trust, relationship, commitment, technology, values. All these qualities and attributes merged into one individual or corporate entity takes that individual or a company to an altogether different level. One such company is New Consolidated Construction Company Limited. A professionally managed ISO 9001, ISO 14001 and OSAS 18001 certified company, which has many eminent personalities on its board of directors. Headquartered in Mumbai and having pan-India presence, New Consolidated Construction Company Limited is a flagship company of the Jastanwala Group. Established in the year 1946 by the visionaries Mr. Yahya Bhai Jastanwala and Abu Jastanwala, NCCL has a current order book position of 38,000 million rupees, with around 25 major projects simultaneously progressing in Mumbai, Pune, Aurangabad, Hyderabad, Bangalore, Mysore, Chennai, Goa, Himachal Pradesh, Mangalore, Uttaranchal, Indore, Mohali, Chandigarh and Bhopal, besides other projects in the pipeline in various other regions of the country. company has adopted modern methods of construction and has adapted its working to suit the current trends and practices in civil engineering field. It has trained its manpower at sites as well as in offices to complement its working. By sharing knowledge and technical expertise across geographic and industrial boundaries, the high standards of ethics, technological commitment, and quality as well as safety being company's philosophy has won NCCL many accolades. A company that has provided construction quality with value-added engineering and a human approach to business that is the hallmark of Indian culture. New Consolidated Construction Company Limited, creating a healthy environment, breathing life into concrete structures.
That was the corporate video of NCCL. Can we also have the corporate video of ITD Cementation?
ITD Cementation India Limited is a leading construction company in India, operating over 8 decades with proven expertise and an excellent track record of delivering integrated services in design, engineering, procurement, and construction across multiple lines of business. Together with the expertise of its parent company, Italian Thai Development Public Company Limited, Thailand, one of the largest civil engineering contractors in Southeast Asia, ITD Cementation has successfully maintained its position as a market leader. We are the only company with MNC parentage that is listed on the Indian Stock Exchange, which has been assiduously working towards building stronger infrastructure throughout the country. Our company have developed a strong brand recall among clients including government authorities, port authorities, public sector undertaking, large private sector companies and state boards, amongst others. We have achieved an excellent performance with high quality work and won several awards for excellence from many apex bodies. We are currently operating in 5 verticals and operational strengths span in the major areas of infrastructure development with a clear vision and leadership position in some of the key divisions of growth. Maritime structures. ITD Cementation is leading in the field of maritime structures, having built many iconic projects across the East and West Coast for prestigious clients like Port of Singapore Authority, Dubai Port World, Indian Navy and many major port trusts. MRTS, tunnels, airports and industrial buildings. We have established ourselves as a faithful partner in building a stronger India, and together with the strong ITD parentage and the high standards we set for ourselves, we have executed large complex projects like MRTS, tunnels, airports and industrial buildings. We are now uniquely positioned to execute on our own strength airports, underground tunneling, elevated viaducts, hydro, dams, irrigation, water and wastewater. We have contributed substantially and credibly in providing expertise in construction of earth fill, rock fill and concrete dams and tunnels, thus fulfilling India's ever-increasing need for hydroelectric power and irrigation systems, including water and wastewater, micro-tunneling projects under the multilateral programs through various state corporations. Foundation and specialist engineering. ITD Cementation was founded on the growth of ground engineering expertise, and till date, it continues to lead the industry in the field of piling and secant piling, diaphragm walling, ground improvement, dam rehabilitation including box pushing, tube heading and micro piling, highways, bridges, flyovers. We have successfully implemented several road projects for the National Highway Development Program and have contributed over 400 kilometers of road network, along with construction of major river bridges and flyovers in cities, having high traffic density without affecting the traffic flow and safety. ITD Cementation implements its CSR mantra of giving back to society by way of providing good quality education and improving the infrastructure by constructing and renovating schools and hygiene programs for schools near to our project sites under the Swachh Bharat mission. ITD Cementation India Limited has implemented the world-class SAP ERP S/4HANA for the entire operations across India. ISO and OHSAS certification by DNVGL for high quality and safety standards. The infrastructure development segment is in the midst of extreme positivity, and there's an overall optimism in the economic sentiment of the country, which boosts ITD Cementation's growth and aspirations, keeping in line with its ethos of commitment, reliability, and quality.
I now invite the representative from JSW Steel for the presentation, Deputy General Manager, Sales and Marketing, JSW Steel.
Thank you so much, everyone. So first of all, listening to the day's presentations and various awards that have been given. So congratulations to all the winners. And also congratulations to CIDC. What I captured was today the value given to human safety and also upskilling and skilling the various stakeholders in the construction industry. I think so it's a very noble cause, and I'm really happy to be part of this forum. Just taking maybe a 10-15 minutes of your time to also look at JSW. I'm sure JSW is a known name to all of you. We have been mainly known for being the integrated steel suppliers. So we'll go through a presentation. Yeah. Can we have the presentation? Can someone help with the presentation mode? No, the video was working, but the presentation wasn't. Great, yeah. So as you can see, I think so what we are seeing in the India development story. So JSW Infraverse is what we call it broadly. And as I said, primarily JSW has been associated as a steel supplier. I think so we are moving beyond that and capturing the entire gamut of requirements in the construction Infraverse. So as we move forward, let's take a look at the overall group. So as you all know, it's a leading conglomerate with a group turnover of USD 23 billion as of FY23. So as you can see, steel being the core, so 29.7 million tons is the capacity as of now. Then we have also diversified into JSW Energy, which is at 6.6 gigawatts, also having a major thrust on the renewable sector, which we'll see in the next set of slides. JSW Infrastructure, which recently also had an IPO, and it's also one of our major foray with 158.4 million tons per annum. JSW Cement, again with all the offerings, 19 million tons is the current capacity. Then also into paints. So as you can see, steel, energy, infra, cement, paints. So entire gamut of offerings which are required for the entire construction and developers has been present. In paints, we are at 160 KL, out of which around 100 KL is decorative paints and the rest 60 KL is the industrial paints. As we stand in Delhi, I think so we are proud to be associated with various leagues. So Indian Premier League, I'm sure you're following Delhi Capitals. So JSW is proud to be associated with Delhi Capitals. Also the Bengaluru Football Club, that's part of the Indian Super League football. And one thing which has not been mentioned is the Haryana Steelers, the Kabaddi team. I'm sure you guys are following Kabaddi too, the professional league. And most importantly, the Olympic dream, where I think so there was always, again, I would say the development of the Olympic budding champions, where Neeraj Chopra and Sakshi Malik has been nurtured in Inspire Institute of Sports, which is one of the centers which develops all the budding athletes in the center at Vijayanagar, Karnataka. And you're all welcome to Vijayanagar whenever you're nearby to visit and see the scale at which this facility is operating. And finally, the CSR arm, which is the JSW Foundation, where we are positively impacting around 1 million plus underprivileged people. So that's about the group at a large, and let's deep dive further. So JSW means growth, aggressive growth, sustainable growth. So if you just put some numbers in the coming decade, so let's start with steel, steel being core. So we will move towards around 50 million tons in the coming decade. And in energy, 20 gigawatts, out of which almost 80% would be thrust on the renewable energy, solar as well as hydro. And cement would move towards 50 million tons. As you can see, infra will be at 200 million tons, and paints will be 1 million kiloliters per annum. Now, while we talk about this aggressive growth, if it is not sustainable, then we are not doing justice to the environment as well as our future generations. So green definitely is a key trend today, and we are part of, and as a corporate citizen, responsible corporate citizen, we have taken various initiatives, more specifically hydrogen as a sustainable energy source. So these are some trials which we have already taken, and if you can see, JSW is already being member of the India H2 Alliance, and we are taking the necessary steps to reduce the carbon footprint. Again, coming to the one-stop solution provider theme, where if you come to us, we are there to provide you every offering that finally goes into making roads, metros, railways, various infrastructure. So we have been already supplying to various key infrastructure projects. We'll go through a few examples in the later slides. But broadly talking about rail, metro, airports, nuclear power plants, expressways, highways, water pipeline, oil and gas pipeline, I would say every gamut of every type of project that has been there in the domestic space. To mention a few, I think so it is worth mentioning the Mumbai Underground Metro line number 3, which has been one of the most difficult, I would say, project given the Mumbai terrain. And this, in this, we have contributed through JSW ground granulated blast furnace slag around 4.4 lakh metric ton. In the roadway sector, just to cite one example, the Samruddhi Mahamarg Expressway. Here we have supplied JSW Neo Steel TMT bars. This is around 1 lakh metric tons, and also the JSW GGBS around 1.8 lakh metric tons. In the railway sector, if you see, I think so the Mumbai-Ahmedabad high-speed bullet train project is something which is going aggressively ahead. So most of the Gujarat portion is already done, and Maharashtra is also work in progress. In this, again, JSW Steel, we have supplied 4 lakh metric tons, around 55% of the supplies. Again, if we cite example from the airport sector, the new terminal of Bengaluru Airport. So here again, JSW GGBS 1.2 lakh metric tons, and this has also helped in saving CO2 emissions of 1 lakh metric tons. If we summarize this entire offerings into 4 baskets, let's say JSW Steel, JSW Coated, JSW Cement, and JSW Paints. So JSW Steel, we are offering Neo Steel TMT, straight and coil form bars. Then the hot rolled coils and plates. Then also if you can see Neo Steel Fast Build, which is the value addition or the solution that we are providing, because most of the TMT gets consumed in the cut and bend form when it gets constructed. So that kind of a just-in-time service is also being provided. We'll go through one of those slides later. And neo strands or the PT strands or the HT strands, low relaxation pre-stretched concrete, that is also one of the new brands that already has been launched and making inroads into the construction space. If we talk about the JSW coated downstream plants, so we have JSW Radiance as the pre-painted product, which goes into roofing sheeting. As you can see, certain metro stations which we have already done. So Mumbai Metro, we have actually provided anti-dust as one of the variants. And also galvanized galvalume roofing accessories as well as for solar, non-solar requirements have been provided. JSW cement, if you broadly see, the green cement that we talk about is basically the slag that comes out of the steel production, has been utilized towards making the GGBS or the ground granulated blast furnace slag. Apart from that, we have the ordinary Portland cement, ready mix concrete, construction chemicals, completing the portfolio. And in JSW paints, as we had seen, the decorative range and the industrial coating range. So in the decorative range, under the brand umbrella Perfect, we have both for the interiors and exteriors, waterproofing range under the name iBlock, and the industrial coating range under the brand name ColorDo. Now, one of the unique things that you will see here is most of the steel plants have their presence in certain part of the country, either east or west. So JSW, over a period of last 30 years, we have been, through both organic as well as inorganic growth, have been able to be present pan-India. So that gives us a strength to actually supply all the way from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, the way we say. And also we have presence in USA as well as in Italy. Coming to Neo Steel fast build, I'll just take 30 seconds here. So as we know, most of the high quality cut and bend TMT rebars will be customized shapes and sizes when finally used in the project. And what we have seen is, especially take an example of a case of a South Mumbai kind of a space, or in Delhi, some crowded place where there is no place to keep the straight bars and also a machine to set up the entire cut and bend machinery. So here we can do just-in-time supplies. What it helps is uninterrupted execution of projects, assured timely supply, lower inventory, zero scrap generation, resultant cost savings, and all underlined by the trusted quality of JSW Neo Steel. So we can do more than 100 shapes. This is an automated machine. So right now already we have a setup at our JSW Dolvi plant, which is near in Maharashtra. And we're already supplying to a few of the customers who have made presentations today. And we will be also setting up a unit soon at Bangalore, mostly effective by end of this month or next month. So 2 territories, mainly Bombay as well as Bangalore, will be ready to serve. And the footprint will further grow as we see the response from the market. Talking about LRPC, the low relaxation pre-stressed concrete, the Neo strands. Now this is again, I think so, one of the products which has been internationally used and used in the domestic space also. We have been very aggressive on this path also, where we have put in a plant which can produce around 12,000 tons per month, which is the largest right now in the country. All the SKUs are available all the way from 9.3 to 15.7 across both the developer universe as well as the construction requirements. And the coils and coil weights are available as per the standard requirements. Any customization may also be possible based on the order size. Now the major applications of LRPC, as the subject matter experts are here, so they already know, across high-speed trains, metro rail, bridges, flyovers, and the entire list of wherever the heavy load lifting or the span is there, where to support the entire construction requirement. Talking about JSW Radiance, we talked about one of the variants, anti-dust, which was applied in the Mumbai metro stations. So we also have variants like antimicrobial, cool roof, high gloss, anti-graffiti, anti-static. The idea being that it is not just about aesthetic. So yes, there is a color there, but there is also a feature. So a cool roof can give you maybe a 5 to 6 degrees temperature difference, which also impacts the energy usage and the overall efficiency of the project. We also are providing up to 25 years of warranty. Again, these are paint-backed warranty for anti-chalking, anti-fading. And if there are any customized requirements, we can always work together with the clients and develop the product to customized needs. The product features, of course, which are mentioned is one is since we are backward integrated to paints. So in Vasin, Maharashtra, the JSW coated plant and the paints plant are in the same complex. So that helps us in the entire supply chain where advanced paint technology is being used. Customization, as I said, wide range of colors, superior strength, aluminum zinc coating, which typically is called galvalume, and most importantly, the BIS compliance is being followed. So JSW Radiance, as I had mentioned, in the stations mainly across all metros pan-India, we have been supplying, this is one of the examples of Mumbai Metro, where we have used the anti-dust variant. Coming to JSW Cement, our green promise remains definitely strong. And one of the key elements of that, as I mentioned, was the slag which is generated from the steel plant is used towards making the GGBS, which is an important component of the entire construction part. Here, as you can see, if you look at the overall portfolio, the blended cement and GGBS, which forms the green products, and also we supply OPC, which is also available readily now. Also, the allied products like construction chemicals, ready-mix concrete, and slag sand are also available. If you look at the cement's footprint, broadly, if you can look at the clinker supply, one which is a captive unit at Fujairah, UAE, so which is our captive clinker supply, 1 million tons. And domestically, if you see, our presence is very strong in the eastern part, the south part, and the west part. So wherever our integrated steel plants are there, we have an inherent cement grinding unit, and there is a integrated unit at Nandyal, 4.8 million tons. So overall, a 19 million tons capacity which is there, we can supply to south, west, and east of India. Most importantly, the EPD declarations are there, environmental product declarations, and the Green Pro certifications, which also are contributing towards the ESG and the green goals. Ready-mix concrete, depending on, as you know, 15 to 20 kilometers is the radius for any RMC unit to be viable. So we are proposing this entire presence across the main territories, wherever we can supply mostly west, south, and part of east. And we can supply concrete in the strength M05 to MAT grade. Also, construction chemicals, we talked about the broadly tile adhesives, grout, cleaner, mortar, ready-mix plasters, precision steel grouts, and the waterproofing range is available. So this is also, we are already present in Maharashtra, Karnataka, Gujarat, and Andhra Pradesh, and the footprint will further grow pan-India. And I think so, we have representatives from all these esteemed infrastructure partners. So a big round of applause for partnering with us and giving us an opportunity to contribute. Coming to the paints, so as you can see, Pro-Fact, so Pro and Fact, so the professional choice and perfect finish. So that is how we come to this decorative range of products. So this is both for the interiors and exteriors. I already heard some names like My Home and various other builders, so we are already working closely with them. We started this journey in March 2019, and as I had mentioned, around 160 KL is our capacity right now. These are water-based plants, and also we have gone with a unique proposition, any color, one price. So there are some 1800 plus shades, and you must have probably seen this ad also on the TV. So we are going with that proposition. Then the advantages of Perfect as an offering is the certifications that you see, Green Pro, Griha, IGBC compliant, so all those compliances are there. Definitely anti-carbonation is one of the key requirements to barrier to attack by CO2. Low volatile organic compounds, low VOC. All in all, it's a very, very environment-friendly offering, water-based offering. And at the end of the day, it comes from the house of JSW, so the quality, BIS compliances, and any color one price proposition is being done. We have recently also received approvals from MHADA. We have approval from MMRDA and Western Dedicated Freight Corridor, just to name a few. So the BDD Chawl project, which is coming up in Mumbai, I think so, which is through the MHADA aegis. Here, just mentioning our visionary promoter, Mr. Sajjan Jindal, that we are committed not just in words, but thought, time, effort, and resources to make our sustainability vision a reality, something which can be proud of. And as you can see in the previous slides, we are working towards that very diligently. to end my overall presentation, so we have named this in our own Sanskrit word, Ekyam, where everything comes together to serve a purpose. So steel, cement, paints, construction chemicals is under this umbrella, and we are proud to be associated with the construction sector. Thank you so much.